वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दाय तपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः बुद्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रुतजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम्। लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरगः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि नः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् Shloka number 42. You can repeat. Yamimam pushpitam vacham
यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं
parvadantya vipaschitaha
प्रवदन्त्य विपश्चितः
vedavadaratav partha
वेदवादरताः पार्थ
nanyadastiti vadinaha
नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः
कामात्मानस्वर्गपराः
कामात्मानस्वर्गपराः
जन्मकर्मफलप्रदाम्
जन्मकर्मफलप्रदाम्
क्रियाविशेषबहुलाम्
क्रियाविशेषबहुलाम्
भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति
भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति.
To this it is, the next shloka is connected. We have seen that avyavasayatmika buddhihi and vyavasayatmika buddhihi, the difference between is avyavasayina bahushakaha, vyavasayina eka buddhihi. So this avyavasayina buddhihi katam vartate, that buddhi is talked about in these two shlokas 42 and 43. That is people who have this avyavasayatmika buddhihi. So for them there are different goals, different ends, therefore different means, and they will talk very pleasingly using flowery words. Pushpitam vacham pravadanti, they are vipaschitaha vedavadartaha, and all we have seen. So therefore, because of the words, because of the pleasing words, because they offer, they say things which seem to offer pleasures, offer security, better pleasure, better securities than what you enjoy now. And that, not knowing that also going to be limited. That also going to be limited, they present in a very nice way, carried over by the words. Carried over by the words of them. What happens? That is presented. That is presented by the next shloka, 44. If you don't look into the words, the attracting, pleasing words, what will happen? What will happen to your buddhi? That is presented by Bhagavan Krishna in these words. So we will read that. Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam
भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां
tayapahrita chetasam
तयापहृतचेतसां
vyavasayatmika buddhihi
व्यवसायात्मिका
व्यवसायात्मिका
बुद्धिः
बुद्धिः
समाधौ न विधीयते.
समाधौ न
न
विधीयते.
विधीयते.
So Vyavasayatmika buddhi, if you listen to the pleasing words of them, then Vyavasayatmika buddhi will not happen. Why? Because your chetas is apahruta. It's not with you anymore. It is taken away. Artavada bagulaya, karmakanda lakshanaya, that vacha, that words, vacha, by the words, apahruta chetasam. Apahrutam means carried over. Tirobhavitam, covered. Your mind is clouded, covered by the pleasing offers, what they give. So you lose your viveka buddhi. Karya viveka vijnanam yesham te apahruta chetasaha. Tirobhavitam chetaha. Cheta, apahruta chetas shabda, chetasam. So chetasam Bhagavachanam, the buddhi of the people who listen to them, what happens to them? Apahruta. Apahrutam, taken away. Taken away means what? They take away means they cover your buddhi, your mind. Tirobhavitam. Apahrutam is equal to tirobhavitam. Tirobhavitam chetaha. Karya viveka vijnanam esham te. Referring to those people whose buddhis are covered. And they lose their viveka buddhi. Therefore, apahruta chetasaha. So tesham buddhihi. Therefore, because our buddhis are taken away by them, by the pleasing words of them, therefore, bhoga ishvarya prasaktana. Bhoga. Bhujyante iti bhogaha. That which are enjoyed, which is available for enjoyment. Bhoga padartha. So bhoga padartha, bhoga aishvarya. Bhogeshwarya. Aishwarya is Ishwaratvam. That is power. So for the pursuit of pleasure and power, these are the two important impediments. Two things which can take away a person from the spiritual path is, one is pleasure, other one is power. These two completely destroy a person. That is gone, then what is spiritual life is? So Bhogeshwarya Prasaktanam is attracted to, Prasaktaha is connected, is attached. The person who has this weakness of being attracted by the enjoyment and power, Bhoga and Aishwarya, then definitely the words of those people, Pushpitam Vacham, Vedavada Rataha, Avipaschitaha, Na Anyata Asti iti Vadinaha, Tesham Vacha Apahruta Chetasam. These people, Etesham Chetas is Apahrutam, is carried over. So therefore, what happens? The Vyavasayatmika buddhi, the firm conviction with regard to what is to be done, what is to be gained in life, that will not happen. That will not happen for the person. That will not take place in the mind of the person. Therefore, Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhu na vidiyate. They are committed to karma and karma pala. People who are committed to karma and karma pala and have this flowery speech, they talk about karma, and the karma that becomes the means for power, enjoyment, swarga and other loka. The one who listen to these people, that their mind will be carried away by that speech. And since they have already prasakta, they are prasakta, attached to that, therefore they will not enjoy this Vyavasayatmika buddhi, the clarity, the priority in life, that they will not enjoy. Buddhi is very important. If the buddhi is intact, the life will be intact. Even if it is material life, if at all there is material life. Really speaking, there is no material and spiritual. Everything is being Bhagavan. That is material, what is spiritual. But with regard to the goal, there should not be any confusion. Whatever maybe I may be pursuing, but it should all subserve my ultimate goal, Paramapurushartha. It should be for my moksha. For that, the whole life and the people around me, the life situation, everything should subserve. Then only it is useful. Otherwise, it is only a drag. So therefore, the word taya refers to vacha. Taya vacha, by the speech. Taya vacha. Taya vacha apahrita chetasam. Chetas, the mind, carried away, captivated, apahrita. Bhogaishvarya prasaktana. Prakashena saktaha, very well attached. Saktaha to Bhoga and Aishwar. Aishwarya. Ishwarasya bhavaha Aishwarya. So people who are captivated to this power and enjoyment, for them, this Vyavasayatmika buddhi, that buddhi, the firm conviction, will not take place in the mind. So therefore moksha is nowhere for them, nowhere nearby. So the goal, it means the goal of life should be clear. It is not clear for these people. Iti Bhagavan Krishna says. Now we will read the Bhashyam. Bhogeti
Bhogeti
Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam
भोगैश्वर्य
Bhogaishwar
प्रसक्तानां
Prasaktanam
Bhogaha kartavyam aishwaryam cha iti
भोगः
Bhoga
कर्तव्यम्
Kartavyam
ऐश्वर्यं च
Aishwaryam
इति
Cha Iti
Bhogaishvarya yogo eva
भोगैश्वर्ययोः एव
Bhogaishwaryayogareva
pranayavatham
Pranayavatam
tadatma bhutanam
तदात्मभूतानां
Tadatma
taya kriya vishesha bahulaya vacha
तया
Taya Kriya
क्रियाविशेषबहुलया
Vishesha
वाचा
Bahulaya Vacha
apahruta chetasam
Apahruta
अपहृतचेतसाम्
Chetasam
achadita viveka prajnanam
Achadita Viveka
आच्छादितविवेकप्रज्ञानाम्
Prajnanam
vyavasayatmika
व्यवसायात्मिका
Vyavasayatmika
Sankye yoge va buddhihi
साङ्ख्ये
Sankhye
योगे वा
Yoge Va
बुद्धिः
Buddhihi
samadau samadhiyate asmin
समाधौ
Samadau
समाधीयते
Samadhiyate
अस्मिन्
Asmin
purusha upabhogaya sarvamiti
पुरुष
Purusha
उपभोगाय
Upabhogaya
सर्वम्
Sarvam
इति
Iti
samadhihi
समाधिः
Samadhihi
antakharanam buddhihi
अन्तःकरणं
Antakaranam
बुद्धिः
Buddhihi
tasmin samadau na vidiyate
तस्मिन्
Tasmin
समाधौ न
Samadau Na
विधीयते
Vidiyate
na bhavati ityartha.
न
Na
भवति
Bhavati
इत्यर्थः
Ityarthaha.
Yes. So, vyavasayatmika buddhihi, that understanding, the clean understanding, firm conviction with regard to Sankhya, that is Jnana, or Yoga, Karma Yoga, na vidiyate, doesn't take place. The reason is because the mind is not with them. It is carried over by the sweet words of the people about whom we discussed before. And these people also have a taste for enjoyment and power. Therefore, they are carried away. So therefore, Bhogaishvarya prasaktana. Father Bhashikara says, Bhogaha kartavyam aishwaryam cha iti. Bhogaha. Bhogaha means enjoyment. Bhujyante iti bhogaha. So, bhogaha kartavyam. The pleasures, the sukham, the comfort are to be enjoyed, should be enjoyed. How do you enjoy? Only when you acquire, you will enjoy. Therefore, gain that. Kartavya means to be gained, should be gained, should be gained and should be enjoyed. Bhogaha kartavyam. So first is gaining and then is enjoying. So bhogaha kartavyam. Aishwaryam cha, and also Aishwarya, the power. So bhogaha kartavyam. Aishwaryam cha kartavyam. Aishwaryam also means power. Power, the position, the status. So therefore these two become as though important. Bhoga and Aishwarya becomes important for them. Why? Because pranayavatam. Pranayavatam. Vatu pratyaya. Pranayavatam is vatu. For them, they have this attachment. They have this love for this. Pranayavata. Pranaya means desire. Vatu pratyaya. That is Tadita Pratyaya is added and Shashti Vivakti Bhagavachanam Pranayavatam. Ichchavatam. Pranaya means desire. Ichcha. So Ichchavatam Tesham. Because they have the desire for that. They have the inclination for this. Bhoga and Aishwarya. Tadatma Bhutana. Tat Atma Bhutana. Tadatma Bhutana means they are attached to that so much that they become one with that. They become one with that bhoga, they become one with the power, the Aishwarya. Tat Atma Bhutanam, Tadatma Bhutanam. They are not separate. They become one with that. That oneness with them is referred by the word Tadatma Bhutanam. It means there is so much identification, the love for it, connected with that. Taihi Bhogaishwarihi Atmanam Bhutanam. So they identify with that enjoyment and power. The whole life is nothing but these two. Taya Bhogaishwarya Prasaktanam Tadatma Bhutanam. Taya refers to the vacha, by the speech of those people who don't have this Vyavasayatmika buddhi. By that, therefore, by that vacha, Bhogaha kartavyam aishwaryam cha iti bhogaishwaryayoho pranayavatam, who have this love for bhogaishwaryayoho pranavatam, tadatma bhutanam, tesham, what happened to them? Taya. Taya refers to the vacha, the words of them. Kriya vishesha bhagulaya. That is, bhagulaya means many, various. Vishesha, special, or special, Vishesha, Kriya is activities. So, Kriya Vishesha Bhagulaya, that is the words which is filled with the emphasis for many activities, various activities. Kriya Vishesha Bhagulaya. The words Kriya Vishesha Bhagulaya Vacha, the words which are full of only these activities, the karma for gaining the limited ends. Karma is rituals, Vedic karma, we can take Vedic karma here. So, Taya Kriya Vishesha Bhagulaya Apahruta Chetasam. So, Kriya Vishesha Bhagulaya is adjective to Vacha. So, by the words of them which are fully or completely consists of the activities, the karma, the Vedic karma, the karma meant for the enjoyment, the karma meant for the limited ends. By that, apahruta chetasam. Apahruta chetasam, it is in this shloka. It means achadita viveka pragyana. Viveka pragyana, viveka buddhi is achadita. Apahrutaha chetaha yesham te. Bhuvri samaha, referring to those people, the listeners, referring to the listeners of the words of the people who speak nice, flowery words. So the listeners is talked about. Their chetas, their viveka prajna is achadita, covered. So achadita, achaditaha vivekaha prajna yesham te achadita viveka prajnanam apakruta chetasam. Apakrutam is achaditam, covered. The viveka buddhi, the discerning buddhi is covered. Covered is covered because of their vacha, the words. Therefore, for them, the vivasayatmika buddhi na vidiyate. Therefore, there is no vivasayatmika, there is no clear priority or the vision with regard to the life, the purpose of life, the goal of life. The goal of life not there. Therefore, Vyavasayatmika buddhi Sankhya yogeva buddhi. With regard to karma yoga or with regard to jnana. With regard to karma or jnana, not there. Karma also as a means. It becomes a yoga, then it becomes a mean for moksha. Therefore, with regard to yoga also, they don't have Vyavasayatmika buddhi. With regard to Sankhya, with regard to Jnanam also, they don't have Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Even the very karma, what they are doing, that can be converted into the means for Jnana, means for Jnanam. Jnana Yogyata Siddhi is possible through karma yoga. So with regard to that also, they don't have Vyavasayatmika buddhi. And with regard to Jnanam also. So therefore, there is no Shravanam, there is no Maranam of the Vedanta Vishaya. So therefore, Jnana Yogyata Prapti also is not there through karma. And Shravana Yogyata also is not there for them. Because Samadho na vidiyate. Samadhi is not there for them. What is Samadhi? Samadhi here means not the Samadhi which is used in the Yoga Shastra. Here the Samadhi means Antakaranam. Samadau Antakarane na vidiyate. Doesn't take place. Samadhi, here the word Samadhi is Antakaranam. Samadau Saptame Bhakti. Samupasarga. Dha plus ki pratyaya. You get Samadhi. Samadhi means Antakaranam. So Samadau na vidiyate doesn't take place in the buddhi. And our Bhashyakara takes the meaning of the word Samadhi. Samadau as Buddhau. It's very interesting. He says Samadhiyate asmin purusha upabhogaya sarvam iti samadhihi antakaranam buddhihi. Beautifully it takes. Samadhiyate means samyak adiyate, that which is placed, well placed, where asmin is asmin antakarane, that which is well placed in the antakarana, well kept in the antakarana. Purusha upabhogaya. Upabhoga means for the experience, for the enjoyment of the Purusha. That is the object of enjoyment. The object of enjoyment, where is it? It is outside. An object is outside. It becomes an object of enjoyment when you keep that object in your mind. When you upload that object into your mind. Only when you upload the object in your mind, then only it becomes an object of enjoyment. So the mind has to download from the external world that object. Then only the mind can revel in that object. It can experience sukham. So the mind has to be uploaded with that object for the experience of that person, that particular object. So for an object to be an experience, to be an object of experience of sukham, the mind has to be loaded with that object. So the loaded antakaranam is referred by the word samadhi. The antakarana, the buddhi, which is loaded with the object, the pleasing object, is referred by the word samadhi, antakarana. So an object will become enjoyable only, will become an object of experience only your mind is absorbed in that, when the mind is loaded with that. So samadhiyate, that well placed. Purusha upabhogaya, for the enjoyment of the person. Sarvam, that sarvam means everything. So everything becomes an object of enjoyment only when it is uploaded into the mind. Then only it is you enjoy. Otherwise, enjoyment cannot happen. So for any enjoyment can be sukham or dukkham. For that to happen, you have to upload it to your mind. And there is no connection, then you cannot upload it. Then the mind will not experience the object, whatever may be the object, whether it is giver of sukham or dukkham. Unless the connection is there. Unless the connection is there, it will not experience. Therefore, that is what is referred by the word samadhu. Samadhiyate iti samadhi. The one in which everything is uploaded. Where is uploaded? Antakarana. Antakarane buddhau. Sarvam samadhiyate purusha upabhogaya. Everything is uploaded in the mind of the person for the experience of the person. Therefore, samadhu na vidiyate. That samadhi, that absorption, that one-pointedness, that focus with regard to the purushartha will not be for the person. Why? Because he is carried over by so many things, carried over by the sweet words. Priya Vishesha Bagulaya Vacha Apagruta Chetasam Samadhu Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi na vidiyate samadhu antakarane. His mind will not be loaded with this firm conviction because it is attracted by bhoga and aishwarya and carried over by kriya vishesha bagulaya vacha iti. Therefore samadhu na vidiyate iti Bhashyakara says. There is a nice meaning Bhashyakara here what he gives for the word samadhi. Samadhi is not yoga samadhi. Antakarana. Sarvam samadhiyate antakarane purusha upabhogaya iti samadhi is equal to antakaranam, which is equal to buddhihi. Therefore, samadhu, in that buddhi, na vidiyate, doesn't take place. What? Vivasayatmika buddhihi iti. Then, continuing the next shloka. Yaha evam buddhirahitaha
viveka buddhirahitaha
तेषां
tesham
कामात्मनां
kamatmanam
यत्फलं तदाह
यत्फलं
phalam tataha.
ये एवं, in this manner those people viveka buddhi ragitaha viveka buddhi ragitaha vivyasayatmika buddhi ragitaha, the people who don't have this viveka buddhi with regard to shreyas and prayas, the purushartha viveka, ye evam, in this manner those who don't have that buddhi, viveka buddhi, tesham, for them, kamatmana, they are kamatmana. Then kamatmana means their disposition, their inclination is mainly kama. They are characterized by kama, desire. Therefore, kamatmanam. Isa kamatmanam swarga paramiti, the same. Kamaha is the atma for them. It means their mind is occupied only with kama, the desire. Therefore, kamatmanam tesham yat palam, whatever the result, what happened to them, tat aga. Tat aga. It is said by the Bhagavan. Next shloka. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha
त्रैगुण्यविषया
त्रैगुण्यविषया
वेदाः
वेदाः
Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna
निस्त्रैगुण्यो
गुण्यो भवार्जुन
भवार्जुन
Nirdvandvo Nityasatvastaha
निर्द्वन्द्वो
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वः
नित्यसत्त्वस्तः
Niryogakshema Atmavan.
निर्योगक्षेम
योगक्षेम
आत्मवान्.
आत्मवान्.
You'll see the simple meaning of this shloka. You can mute your mic, please. So the Viveka Buddhi Ragitaha, people who don't have this intelligent, for them, Tesham, Kamatmana, Samsarina, for them, what will be the result that is presented? Result is only samsara. They perpetuate, continue to be a samsari. That is what Bhagavan Krishna says. Therefore, you don't continue to be a samsari. That advice also Bhagavan gives. So, since they are prasakta, connected, attached only to bhoga, aishwarya, therefore to only the three purushartha, dharmartha, kama purushartha, they are all shreyorti. Therefore, they will continue to be a samsari. Whereas, oh Arjuna, you don't be like that. You don't try to be like that. This is what Bhagavan Krishna says. So, Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. So here, Vedaha Traigunya Vishayaha. Veda is, that is referring to the Veda, the subject matter of Veda. The subject matter of Veda is only connected to this three gunas, Traigunya Vishayaha. Is it connected to only Traigunya Vishayaha? That which is Traigunya, three gunas. Three gunas means that anything which is available for your experience, the object of experience for Sukham, that hunting for Sukham, all these are Traigunya Vishayaha. So, Traigunya Vishayaha Vedaha means the Karmakanda portion of the Veda, which talks about various means for various ends. Traigunya Vishayaha Vedaha iti. So the end of the Veda, the Tatparyam of the Veda is only Triguna. It is only for gaining the ends, the various ends. But that is not only the Veda. That is only the Karmakanda portion of the Veda. Karmakanda of the Veda only talks about various means for various ends, various known ends as well as unknown ends. Unknown ends in the form of better janma, better loka. So therefore, dharma, punya, all these things, adhishtapalam and all. So the people who are attached to the bhoga and aishwarya, they look only for the experience. So for them, the interest lies in the Veda Purva. For them, the interest lies in Veda Purva. Veda Purva means that gaining the limited ends. The limited ends are characterized by the three gunas, sattva, rajas, tama, iti. These three only gives the experience, whether it is sukhanubhava or dukhanubhava. The three only, or the mixture of three only, gives. Therefore, the experience of these three is nothing but samsara. The experience of these three is nothing but samsara. Therefore, Veda Kanda, Veda Karma Kanda of the Veda is referred to by the word Traigunya, which indirectly means samsara, the pursuit of samsara. Indirectly refers to the pursuit of samsara. So, but therefore here, Bhagavan Krishna says, Nistraigunyo Bhava. Nistraigunyo, you be free from the threefold guna. You be free from samsara. Bhagavan says, hey Arjuna, you be free from the three guna. It means you be free from the samsara. That is, you be free from desiring the limited ends. Nistraigunyo. Nistraigunyo Bhava Arjuna. He Arjuna Bhava. Bhava. Lot Lakara. Madhyama Purusha. Ekavachanam. He Arjuna Bhava. Nistraigunyo Bhava. Nirdvandvaha Bhava. Nitya Sattvastaha Bhava. Nir-yoga-kshama Bhava. Atmavan Bhava. So he says to make the shift from the Karma Kanda to Jnana Kanda. Veda is not only about Karma Kanda. So the three gunas is samsara vishaya. Samsara vishaya. The Veda reveals that. Karma Kanda also, lot of Kami karma, other karmas are there. So Veda, Purva Bhaga talks about various karma. Various karma in the form of the rituals for gaining the limited ends. The limited ends are nothing but the objects of enjoyment, which are made of these three gunas. So Trayanam Gunanam Karyam, that whatever you get, whatever the object you get, the object is a product of these three gunas only. So three gunas means it's an object. The object is referred by the word three gunas, the limited objects. So you be free from the three gunas. It means you be free from gaining the limited ends. It means you be free from samsara. You be free from samsara. You be free from this sukha hunting or from the experience of sukha and dukkha. Because samsara is mixture of both. Therefore, you be free from the samsara. Samsara vishaya. So therefore, Nistraigunyo Bhava Arjuna and Nirdvandvaha. Dvandva means the pairs of opposites. So Dvandva is inevitable. Sukham is there, Dukkam will be there. So therefore you be free from the pairs of opposites. Nirdvandva Bhava. So if you want Sukha, Dukkam also inevitable. So be free from Dukkha as well as free from Sukha. Not only from Dukkha you be free, also from Sukham also. From Sukham also. When can you become free from Sukha, Dukkha? Only when you are free, only when you understand that you are independent of them. Only when you don't depend on them for your happiness, then only you will be free from them. So therefore, nirdvandvaha means you be free from them. You don't be carried away by their presence or absence. Presence of sukha or absence of sukha, or presence of dukkha vastu or absence of dukkha vastu. Presence of sukha vastu causes pleasure. Absence of that causes dukkham. And presence of dukkham vastu causes dukkham. And absence of dukkha vastu can cause pleasure. So all these possibilities are there. So you be free from that. Nirdvandvaha bhava. You become free from this pairs of opposite experience. Because our opposite experience can take you to extremes. Therefore, nirdvandvaha bhava. Nitya sattvastaha bhava. Nitya sattvastaha, it means here sattvastaha means sattva guna. That is, let the sattva guna dominate in you. Sattva guna also, sattva guna means it is, you enjoy a buddhi You enjoy a buddhi which is thinking buddhi. So sattva means here you enjoy a composure, a certain calmness. Then only you can think. Only in sattva guna the knowledge can take place. Because when you enjoy sattva guna, the mind is calm. The mind is free from any agitation. So nitva sattvastaha bhava. Only when you enjoy that sattva guna, sattva buddhi, sattvastaha, sattva, then only you will have the peace, inner peace to discover yourself. So therefore, sattvastaha bhava. So all these words, what he is saying is, you be an adhikari, you be a matured person, you be the qualified person for gaining this knowledge. When you are carried over by the other things in life, then you will not enjoy these qualities. Nistraigunyaha, nirdvandvaha, nityasattvastaha, and niryogaksemaha, another important word. Yoga kshema, yoga kshemam vahamyaham, it comes later in the Gita. Yoga and kshema. Yoga is gaining, kshema is protecting. First is gaining and then protecting. Gaining, why do you gain things? Why do you gain things? Because I want those things, I depend on those things for my survival, for my enjoyment. Therefore, I gain things and I protect them later. Why? Because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. Therefore, earning and protecting, acquiring and protecting. That involves a lot of concern, anxiety. That takes away most of your time, energy. Therefore, you be free from yoga and kshema. You depend on me, I will take care of it. That is what Bhagavan says later. That which is not yours can be with you and you cannot protect it also. So, gaining, what is yoga and kshema? Gaining something but what you don't have is called yoga. Gaining something which is you don't have, it means that is not with you now, that you want to gain it, you want to accomplish it. You accomplish it by doing an action. Action being limited. What you gain also is going to be limited. And the limited is going to be with you for a limited period of time only. But you want to retain it. You want to retain it. Kshema. So, yoga and kshema, that's a main problem. That's a problem for all the concerned. Because yoga is gaining the ungained yoga, and the ungained has to be protected, kshema. These are the cause for our concern, our worry, our anxiety, the whole life. Therefore, you be free from that. You be free from that means you be free from that with understanding what is gained also will go away in time, because it comes and goes. We are anityaha, agamapayinaha. So, therefore, you don't have concern or anxiety with regard to this yoga and kshema. Then only you can enjoy mental calmness, that equipoise will come. So, therefore, be free from yoga. Don't go for yoga or kshema. Let not the concern for yoga and kshema occupy your mind. Therefore, you be free from that. Niryoga kshemaha bhava. Because you are Purnaha. When you are Purna, then what is required to fulfill you? Nothing. You don't have to retain also, because it is your Swarupa being freedom, your Swarupa being security. Therefore, Niryoga kshema bhava iti. Atmavan bhava. All these words almost mean the same thing. Atmavan means you be the master of yourself. Let not the things have a say over you. You have say over the things. You have say over the relationship, the situation, the persons. whatever may be. So Atmavan Bhava, you be the master of yourself. Atmavan Bhava. Atma can refer to the body also. You be the master of your body, your mind and senses. It means you have Shama, Dhamma and everything. So you be the master of yourself. May your body and mind senses obey what you say. So therefore, may the mind always be with you, not with the objects, not with the external objects. So therefore, because in the previous sloka, Bhoga and Aishwarya Prasaktanam was there, therefore opposite to that. Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Chetasam, opposite to that is Atmavan Bhava. So whatever previous sloka said, opposite to that. Therefore, the previous sloka also talked about Kriya Vishesha Bagulam. The Kriya Vishesha Bagulam is characterized by the Traigunya Vishaya. So Nistraigunyo Bhava, the opposite of that. You be the opposite of what has been talked about. Traigunya Vishayo Bhava. Nistraigunyo Bhavardjuna. Nitya Sattvasto Bhava. Atmavan Bhava. Iti Bhagavan Krishna. He instructs Arjuna to be the person, for receiving this, the knowledge of Vedanta. The Bhashyam is that interesting Bhashyam. We'll see that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Wish you all happy Vinayaka Chaturthi.
धन्यवाद
Same to you, sir.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद गुरुजी प्रणाम
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद जी.
हैप्पी विनायक चतुर्थी गुरुजी. थैंक यू. प्रणाम.